Hello everyone, this is our lecture number 1 and the topic of this lecture is syllabus discussion and introduction to various IS codes. So according to our RTU syllabus, our subject design of concrete structures is divided in 7 units and the credits of this subject is 3. Maximum marks is 150, in which we have internal assessment marks is 30 and external exam marks is 120, and the end term of this subject is 3 hours. Now we discuss about the contents of this subject. First we have to discuss about the introduction of design of concrete structures, in which we have to study the scope, objective and outcome of this course. After that we have to discuss about the fundamental concept of reinforced concrete members, assumptions, types and function of reinforcements, introductions to various related codes, the codes which we have to use, characteristics, loads and characteristic strength. After that we have to discuss about the philosophy or various methods which we used for designing purpose in our structure, that is the working stress method and limit state methods. So with the help of working stress method we have to design only singly reinforced beam and analysis only singly reinforced beam. After that we have to move on limit state method. In this method we have to analysis and design singly reinforced beam, doubly reinforced beam and flange beam. So in working stress method we have to design or analysis only singly reinforced beam, but with the help of limit state method we have to design singly, doubly and flange beam. In our previous years we have to use working stress method, but nowadays we have to use limit state methods. Why we use limit state method and why we not used working stress method, and where we used working stress method in present scenario, these all things we discuss when we study about this philosophies of working state, limit state and ultimate method. After that we have to move on limit state of serviceability, limit state of collapse in shear and limit state of collapse in bond. And limit state of serviceability for deflection we have to discuss about the deflection as per codal provision. In limit state of collapse in shear we have to discuss about the shear reinforcement, analysis and design of shear reinforcement. In limit state of collapse in bond we have to discuss about the encouragement, development length, detailing, curtailment. These all things we have to discuss in our further lectures. Here we have to discuss about the slabs, how many types of slabs, that is one way slab, two way slab, and analysis and design of this slab, how we design these slabs, how we design the columns we have two parts, short columns and long columns. After that we have to discuss about the footings, and the last unit is our torsion. Now this is the syllabus which we have to study for this subject. In this subject we have one practical part also, and the credit of this practical part is 1.5 and the maximum marks is 75, in which internal assessment marks is 45 and external exam is 30. In this practical parts we have to revise the SFD and BMD. You already know that BMD is the bending moment diagram and SFD is the shear force diagram. After that we have to solve the problem for analysis and designing. For example, for singly reinforced beam with the help of working stress method, singly reinforced beam with the help of limit state method, doubly reinforced beam with the help of limit state method, flange beam with the help of limit state. In a short, we have to solve all numerical problems which we have to learn in our theoretical syllabus part. So in our practical part we have to do only numerical problems. We have to learn formulas, basic concept and design methods in our theoretical part, and we have to practically use these formulas and designing part in our practical class. Now which code we have to use in this subject? The code is 456-2000. This is the code for practice for plain and reinforced concrete. This code is required because in this we have given some basic concept of reinforced concrete structures and various formulas which we have to use for solving the numericals. So this code is required for that. 457-1957 is required for massive structures like dams, chimneys, means all tall structures and big structures. For that we have to use this code. IS 1343 is used for pre-stress concrete. This is the advanced version of reinforced concrete. IS 1893, this is the code for earthquake resistant design, because in earthquake zone area we have to design our building which resists the earthquake. That's why we have to use this code. IS 13920, this code is required for ductile detailing. Ductile detailing means we have to prepare one skeleton before casting or constructs the building. So this skeleton part is done with the help of this code. And last one is the IS 875-1987. This is code for design loads. You already know that there are various types of loads which affect our building. So IS 875 is divided in 5 parts. Part 1 is for dead load, part 2 is for imposed load, part 3 is for wind load, part 4 is for snow load, and part 5 is for special or combinations of loads. So these codes is used for the load purpose, in which you have to use IS 456 and IS 75 normally. So you have to take these two codes, and these codes is required for your advanced version, means earthquake resistance, pre-stress concrete and ductile detailing. But 456 is mostly used because all concept regarding reinforced concrete and the formulas are given in 456-2000. So before starting the class you have to take this course and refer this syllabus what we have to learn in this subject. Thank you.